Okay, I'm out at Willows Lodge, and I'm showing you right off of Northeast 145th Street, where you come into the main parking lot. To the right is Willows Lodge. You pass this circular area, and you go to the left where that white line is, and it takes you to the back side of the restaurant, where we're going to give a price for some asphalt work. So we got two different prices. We got price number one is a full depth grind and overlay in this back section. Okay, and as you can see, as you follow up the map here, you can go out the north end and you can make your way around this building right here. You can also come in on the south end and get to this area here. As far as access goes, staging wise, up here above the number one, there's some parking up to the north on the perimeter that they can block off for us to park our trailer and truck. All right, so let's start with the north end down here. That's this down this way. Okay, and where that black car is, just to the back side of that black car is where we would grind across the road, which will be just past the sidewalk on the right. You got sidewalk right here. You got the car. We would do a full depth grind right on the outside of that sidewalk, all the way across, come all the way down, tie into that seam that's right here by the curb, all the way down here, back to the pavers or the brick wall, or concrete wall, all the way down, follow it down by the honey bucket, around the tree, and then down to that fire hydrant is where we'll stop. But this whole area in here, straight line shot from the concrete across this and over to here, would be our boundary line for a full depth grind and overlay. We're thinking 3 inches on that, 3-inch grind and placement. We'd have to put one blue hydrant marker here, and we'll have to replace one blue hydrant marker down there for the fire hydrants. Okay. This job would go next year, April, May, maybe June. So they're doing budgets for it right now. We've come out here before, bid this a couple years ago on some of this patchwork, but we're going to give them a much larger scope of work here. Okay, some measurements right here where I'm standing. You got a 66 by 21, a 21 by 60. I'm going to give you the 73 by 39, which includes this area in here. They'll remove the Connex boxes, the dumpster, everything that's sitting here. They'll get it out of the way for us. You've got 120 by 20, and that is your full depth grind and overlay. Those are your numbers. The 50 by 12, I'll show you that. It's the gravel area where we'll have to remove 3 inches of rock and then put in 3 inches of asphalt. Then down at the very end, price number 2 is going to be to take that gravel area, which is a 53 by 15, and just do a 3-inch overlay right over the top of the gravel. Okay, so I've given you the dimensions here, told you about this straight shot over here. You've got iron in multiple places. You got a little 6-inch there, another 6-inch down there. You've got catch basin here. You got another one that's right here, that location. You got one there. I think we're up to like 5. You got a catch basin that's right here, and I think there's 3 more locations as we go up. Sewer lid right here. Wheel stops on the back side here. We've got 9 wheel stops that we would have to remove and then put back, reinstall after grinding down this asphalt. Okay, so remove 9 and put back 9. This little temporary speed bump is covering a power cord. They would remove the power cord and put it back once we're done. It's just a temporary power that they put over there for a food truck. Okay, so this area right over here is the gravel area I was talking about, where we would remove the 3 inches of rock and put back 3 inches. We pour right up against the wall here. Along this edge right here, we need to make sure it's a raised edge, so that way water will not go up and over and onto the concrete. Even though they got a drain down here, we want to keep the water flowing this direction into the catch basin. Okay, so we got to make sure that we make a raised edge along the concrete. See, I haven't seen any more iron through here, except for what I've pointed out to you. Okay, and then we end right here on this edge. So some of this flow line is going to go in this direction to the left, and then follow this raised edge all the way down. Okay, this area right here where I was talking about was price number 2. We would go right along their wooden border here, and then come up, down and around the corner here, and follow this. You've got one sewer lid here, and that's it. Okay, so this is the south end where I was saying you could enter in around this building. This is a different property owner here. This might be Red Hook. I can't remember which one this is, but one of the entrances you can come through, come around the south end, and have access to this area. Okay, I think we were talking about probably 4 trucks in here. Grind one day. It might be a, I can't remember if we were saying it'd be a 3 or 4 day pay for everything. This section right here, Jamie, if you could talk to Joe, there's a way we can kind of add this into the spreadsheet as its own separate item, but they'll probably want to do the work here. Even though we're giving it as a separate price, they'll probably want to do it because it could all be built in to this price here. In the end, I think they'll want to go for it. So talk to Joe about how to put that on the spreadsheet. All right, I think that's it. Any other questions? Let me know. Oh, and by the way, to the right here is the restaurant. So you got people coming in and out of here a lot. So we'll definitely need to make sure we cone this off and cone it off down here so people aren't coming in and interfering. All right, thanks.